God to you. Waiting, patient, till the time is right and we will know that our love, our truth is Christ. Hear me, hear you, as we pray. Find it's inside. See me, see you, dance for joy and all will too, as we find truth in Christ. Waiting, patient, till the time is right and we will know that our truth is Christ. Our love, our truth is Christ. 4 minutes. Thank you. So the new rule is, if you get here like before 10 till, you sit on that side of the room. Yeah, so when the late people come in, they don't have to go all the way over there. Yeah, we'll give them. We don't need no stinking rules. 4 minutes. Hello, my friends. Hello. Just called to say hello. I couldn't sleep at all tonight. I know it's late, but I couldn't wait. Hello, my friend, hello. Just called to let you know I think about you every night when I'm alone and you're there at home. Hello. Danke. are no strangers when you walk inside that door. We welcome you to linger in this family of love. Hold you in our hearts where you are. Yes, we hold you in our hearts where you are. Hey, we're on the air. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Around the world. This is CSL St. George, and this is our Sunday in-person celebration. So we're really glad you're here, and you too. There is no $100 bill hidden in a chair this week, I'm sorry. But you can go look anyway. So welcome again, and I'd like to welcome Reverend Joe up here and get this thing rocking. What do you think? Yeah.
Good morning, good morning. Round of applause for our fabulous musician who already got it rocking. Thank you. We got a few extra minutes of it too, so it was wonderful. Good morning, CSL St. George. How are we doing? Good morning, everybody online as well. It is April 12th already. You know, for those of us that work in education, it's kind of like, you know, your year's not January to January, right? It's August to in our part of the world, August to May, and it's like, it's almost over, and it's when you realize things that you thought just happened a week ago or two, or like months ago, like Christmas. So welcome, and thank you for being here. Welcome to our community, and how we like to say, we know you could choose to do many other things than be here, but the fact that you are here tells me that you love what we are doing here, which is community, yes? Yes. All right, thank you. I'm looking around the room. I don't see anybody brand new, so let's just take a moment to give thanks and gratitude for our volunteers and people of service today. Diane and Sherry, oh, she's sitting next to me. I didn't see you. Hi, thank you so much for taking care of the kitchen. And we had Anna doing greeting, among others. And of course, we have Christy doing that so complicated audio thing that really anybody can do. Thank you. Bill, who was very practicing patience today with our technology. And now everything is kumbaya, right, Bill? And thinking, did I miss anybody? Well, Rachel for helping up. Alan, we already gave Alan. So. You want more attention, Alan?
I'm doing pretty good. So
and I think that was everybody. Tony, you helped out too. Thank you. And Tony's doing the clicker. Sacred. You got your wand. And I am Rev Joe Kovach, so thank you and welcome. So we have no one new. Just let me say again, it's a special day for us because it's our annual meeting. And today's talk is going to be kind of absolutely fun because you're going to hear all about mine and Reverend Rachel's trip to Reno for the CSL convention. So without further ado, let's just keep this party rolling. Oh, how about we do Flames of Faith? Is that right next? No, we song. Announcements. I know what I'm doing. It's almost like I haven't been gone for a while. Miss Sue Fulmer, our fabulous spiritual practitioner and coach, come on up.
Good morning. Okay, oh, we're missing our screen over there. Okay, sorry. Okay. Of course, no Zoom conversation today. We hope that all of you that can make it will come to the in-person services and join us next week on Zoom after our online service. April 26th, our next in-person meeting is with Reverend Rachel. Love as a daily commitment. Be there or be square. We have a mini bookstore in the back, and you can't hear me?
She went too fast.
Oh. Okay, back to practitioners. Thank you. Bill and I and Scott are your practitioners, and we're ready for prayer. We want to get you prayed up, whether you're having a concern on your mind or something you want to celebrate, whatever reason, it's always a good time for prayer. So contact us through our website if it's during the week, sometime that you want to maybe get together privately, talk privately on the phone with a prayer. Or today we can meet with you in our back little corner if you would like prayer with practitioners. We love you and we want to share that with you. Now the bookstore. It looks like we're getting a little low on books. That's a good sign. People have been sharing the knowledge and picking up books and bringing books. So we're going to bring some more. I've got some in my garage that Reverend Josie gave me, and I've just been waiting till we cut down a little bit, and we'll bring some more. So get those books going, and I know a lot of us like to read online too, but boy, we've got some real treasures back there. We renamed it. The Woo Woo workshop has been renamed to Awaken to the Mystical, just to reflect the deep, deep spirit that we're getting into in those discussions. And so please join me 2 weeks from today on the 26th. It is the 26th, right? Yeah. I got something special planned. I have people that are going to help me deliver information about spirit healing, energy healing, Reiki, sound healing, yoga, some really nice things that are going to happen next time we have my workshop. So please join us. And now is when Charles would like to talk a little bit about his university class.
Some interesting and rather frightening facts. Americans have $1.2 trillion in credit card debt. Half of all adults live paycheck to paycheck and worry about their finances daily. The average baby boomer has $6,000 to $7,000 in credit card debt. That means $100 to $150 in interest per month. I think we could all find something better to do with that money. Half of the working age adults have less than $1,000 saved for retirement. But it doesn't have to be this way. If debt is normal, you can decide to be weird and get out of debt. Live debt-free. That's one of the messages of Financial Peace University. We're going to shift to start 1 week later than we had planned, because I'm just now getting the workbooks out with most people who are taking it here, and more people are signing up now. So I won't be able to get the membership login codes to people until today or tomorrow. And delaying it 1 week gives people more time to watch the first video. We're going to do it with online. We don't need to sit there online and watch a 45-minute video. So I'm going to ask members to watch the video at home in advance of the class. We'll have a short recap video that we'll watch in the class, and that way most of our hour to an hour and a half can be spent on discussion and to prepare in advance. Also gives you more time to work on the getting your budget started. I've got a sign-up sheet on the table. I think 5 names on there already. And I have 10 memberships that we purchased at the discounted rate of $100 for the all access, which Ramsey Solutions charges $130 for, and a $10 discount for members, so it's only $90. And that's for the family. That's not per person. There's a sheet inside each book with a schedule and the Zoom link, and of course I'll send out emails on the before each meeting with a link actually to go directly to the Zoom. If you have any questions, please see me after service.
So that will start the 20th, right, Charles? Or the 21st. 21. Okay, Core Council. You're going to hear more about our Core Council at annual meeting today. But now that Marina has served her term, she's leaving a space. And so if you're interested in serving that way, it's a wonderful way to serve the community. Okay, thank you.
The song title is called Grounding. I'm like, that's a new one. Would somebody like to come up and serve as the gonger? I'm trying to think of a special, the gonger? Charles would, okay, yes. This is for our Flames of Faith ceremony. All right, so let's take a collective and community breath together as we center in. Nice and deep. And just exhale everything that we do not need in this moment. And knowing that we perform this Flames of Faith ceremony because we promote the universal consciousness of all life. We acknowledge that all peoples and all things, all beings on this planet and everywhere are of this great universal presence, which among many names we like to call spirit. We first light a unity candle, which represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. When you hear the bell, breathe in. Hold a positive intention. We light a candle honoring shamanic traditions and their beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light a candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light a candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light a candle for Islam. I skipped ahead. Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light a candle for Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light a candle for Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light a candle for Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light a candle acknowledging centers for spiritual living in all forms of new thought, the metaphysical path of a personal relationship of healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the next candle for inclusivity, affirming that those that are seeking a stronger knowing and understanding of divine love are welcome here. No one, nothing is outside of God. You are welcome here. We now light the healing candle and invite you to silently offer into the light, the names of loved ones, knowing that they are now and always the perfect expression of Spirit's eternal wholeness and love. And knowing and affirming all is love and joy and expression of the Divine One, and so it is. Thank you, Charles. You are up, my friend. Thank you.
I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are a light. You are a light in this world. You are a light. You are a light. You are a light in this world. You are a light. You are a light. You are a light in this world. We are a light. We are a light. We are a light in this world. We are a light. We are a light. We are a light in this world. We are a light. We are a light. We are a light in this world. We are a light. We are a light. We are a light in this world. So, Marina is going to read for us. Yes.
All right, keep it coming, keep it coming. Oh no, sit down, yes. Good morning, Marina Anderson here. So nice to see your faces. I see a few faces that haven't been here for a little bit, so that's really nice to have you here. And it's kind of balanced on the two sides, yes. I just got divine inspiration of what to read today. I was on the calendar for a little while and wondered what I was going to do, and I had two little poems come to me in the last week and couldn't decide which one, so I'm going to do both. The first one is by Oriah, also known as Oriah Mountain Dreamer. I've actually done the poems from her first two books in the series, The Invitation and The Dance, and so now I'm going to do The Call, Discovering Why You Are Here. I have heard it all my life, a voice calling a name I recognized as my own. Sometimes it comes as a soft-bellied whisper. Sometimes it holds an edge of urgency. But always it says, "Wake up, my love. You are walking asleep. There's no safety in that. Remember what you are, and let this knowing take you home to the beloved with every breath. Hold tenderly who you are, and let a deeper knowing color the shape of your humanness. There is nowhere to go. What you are looking for is right here. Open the fist clenched in wanting and see that you already hold what you want in your hand. There is no waiting for something to happen, no point in the future to get to. All you have ever longed for is here, in this moment, right now. You are wearing yourself out with all this searching. Come home and rest. How much longer can you live like this? Your hungry spirit is gaunt. Your heart stumbles. All is trying. Give it up. Let yourself be one of the God-mad, faithful only to the beauty you are. Let the lover pull you to your feet and hold you close, dancing even when fear urges you to sit this one out. Remember, there is one word you are here to say with your whole being. When it finds you, give your life to it. Don't be tight-lipped and stingy. Spend yourself completely on the saying, be one word in this great love poem we are writing together. Oriah. And then, on beloved Facebook, I got this post. And it's written by Dorothy Vera, who also did the artwork up here. keeper of the quiet light. The old mother said wisdom does not always arrive with loud feet. Sometimes it comes softly and asks only that the heart be still enough to receive it. There is a kind of knowing that cannot be taught by force. It is carried in breath, in waiting, in the hush between one prayer and the next. Those who walk close to Spirit learn this gentle law. What is sacred does not need to prove itself. It only needs to be honored. So guard the tenderness in you. Let silence wash your thoughts clean. Let the night place its calm hand upon your restless places. And then when the world grows harsh, answer it, not with hardness, but with the old strength, the kind that listens, the kind that heals, the kind that keeps a small flame alive for all who have forgotten their way home.
Thank you, Marina. The opportunity to give a reading is open to all of you. Please let us know if you'd like to participate. And join me now for affirmative prayer. I speak as the I, joining all of us as one, because we are. Take a breath and close those eyes and join me in recognizing the presence. Feel it, know it, love it. It is here. It is always here. It is always with us. It is part of us, and we are part of it. And it is love, and we are love. And I take that love and give it to those around me. I send that love to our city, to our state, to our country, to the world, knowing that love is the answer, knowing that love overcomes darkness, because love is light. And I know that this celebration today with Reverend Joe and Reverend Rachel delivering a message to us is full of light, is uplifting, is going over the airwaves through our technology, delivering peace and love and joy. That is our life, and that is our song as CSL members. I am grateful for the leadership, for those who give of their time, talents, in any way, supporting CSL St. George, and I see it growing and thriving, touching those who are seeking a philosophy of freedom, a philosophy of inclusion and love and acceptance. Each of us hold that in our hands and are able to share it with anyone around us, with the world, through the words of our mouth, the thoughts of our minds. We create happiness and joy and a world of one. I release my word knowing it is good today, it is good tomorrow, it is good because of the love of God. And together we say, and so it is.
It is good. Thank you, Sue. I hope this is the song on the list. So you're welcome to stand up and rock around a little bit. You might feel so inclined once we get done. If you don't have to, if you don't feel like it. But I'm taking notes. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. So you recognize a God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite. In honor of the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Raise your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love.
Alan, that was awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome sauce. I'm going to sit and stand today, if that's all right with y'all. Am I on? All right. So, I want to tell you about our week. And when I say our week, I want to talk about the 500-ish people that attended the CSL convention up in Reno. Myself and Reverend Rachel were part of that, and it was a fantabulous time, and I thought that would be perfect to share with you all for many inspiring reasons, and including the fact that we're having our annual meeting, and I thought what a good way also to tie in and remind ourselves that we are part of an international movement. How about that? Yes. And, you know, we tend to forget that sometimes, or we may, simply because we're here in St. George and we're doing our thing. And yet, I want to share that this is happening in many, many places. In fact, what was shared with us, 23 different countries are practicing science of mind. Now, they do it in different ways in the sense because, of course, different countries have different laws. But there are, some of them do more like a teaching chapter kind of thing. But this philosophy is being promoted worldwide. How about that? And we are a part of it right here in St. George, Utah. To give you an idea of some of the newer countries, Kenya now has a center. That's Africa. Mexico has 4 or 5, I believe now. Jamaica, man, Irie. And there were 5 or 6 of their members present in Reno. What a amazing, it kind of locks you into, we're talking about there is no separation. We're talking about we are all one. And it just, when you see someone from close to the other side of the world, for me anyway, that's inspiring. And to know that this message of love and hope and spiritual practice is being shared. You would not think of someone like Kenya or Jamaica, perhaps. Where else are we looking forward to? Peru. And it was interesting, they shared the top 5 languages, and that is English, Spanish, Russian. Yes, Russia has a Science of Mind teaching chapter there. Swahili and Ukrainian are the top languages in our movement. How cool is that? And that's inspiring because we're not just part of a small community here in St. George. We're part of a global community, a spiritual global community. How about that? And I don't know about you, but that excites the heck out of me. Looking at, some of the things that are in our news right now, and we know through our philosophy that it has to be revealed to be healed. So I hope that we are practicing spiritual practice and blessing everything that we see and not getting caught up on sides. Yes, we know right. Yes, we know what is highest and best, and yet we also trust in spirit that it is intelligent and it's doing its thing. Okay? And on top of just that message, we got to hear from the different councils. So one of the first things we did was attend technically 2 business meetings, and this is where they shared a lot of this information. And they were talking about our foundation in CSL is really educational, that we teach, and that we then teach because we can then model what we believe as our faith. It was also, it was my third technical kind of convention. My first convention, I actually went to a minister's convention literally before I took my first ministerial class, and it was in Florida. And if you remember a little back a ways, they had a hurricane. And so literally on the campus we were on, there were trees that were knocked over and everything, and yet everything was perfect for our center. And that was an amazing beginning to my personal journey. And now this one was, it was in a beautiful place. I should have put the video of the tower. They had, so in the hotel, everywhere you went, you could see that there was a convention there, and you saw they did amazing marketing of Centers for Spiritual Living. And it was probably, a 40, 50-foot column that was about 4 foot wide, ceiling to floor, and it had all of our images of the magazine and just us and hope and prayer. And it was truly inspiring. And we were all wearing our badges, like so. And we're walking all around, and people, the overwhelming response was, y'all people are so happy. As if that was kind of like Charles' shirt, like that was not the norm there or something. And so we definitely brought some love. There was some amazing musical talent there. Again, that's one of the things our movement is known for. And they talked a little bit about some of the stuff you have to talk about, which is finances. And over the past few years, we have been struggling as a international movement. And it's nice to hear that they have begun to right that ship. And we are on more stable grounds with some new people involved. And not only that, but they have a bigger plan, which I'm going to share in a little bit. So I don't know if you know, too, the structure of our movement, but it's broken up into councils. And so they talked about there's actually a members' council, meaning if you're a member, as in you're not a practitioner, you're not a minister, but you're a member of CSL, that there are things that are offered to you. And I didn't know this myself, which is there's a monthly forum on the 4th Thursday of every month on Zoom that you guys can attend to and communicate, and they bring in speakers and also offer opportunity to talk with each other. So that's something that was new to me. Again, connecting a greater community amongst, and among that, I wanted you to know, and I brought her card, for those of you that travel amongst Utah, anybody familiar with Wasatch County? Northern Utah? Wasatch? Oh, wow. How come your mom's never corrected me? Oh, wow. She doesn't correct me. All right, so Wasatch. Thank you. So they now have a center. Yes, and Reverend Lana Lee Karras, I'm going to say, C-A-I-R-R-I-S, Karras? Yes, and she introduced herself. And it gets brand new, one more positive spiritual living center in the world. I love it. So then we heard from the Practitioner Council and the things that they are doing for the practitioners. And I know that our practitioners are already dialed in. They have a new Facebook page. Then they moved on to the Ministers' Council, and they have been pushing out and redefining the path of ordination, which myself and Rachel are on. And it's, from what I'm aware of through the workshop that we were in, I'm very happy with regards to the clarity that is now there that wasn't there before. There's a specific rubric is the word, and that's what they've created, and I can't imagine the amount of time they put into it. But that's important because if we're going to expand our movement, we want qualified and we want the best people. In essence, kind of like it's like a franchise, right? When you go to one McDonald's, you want to have the same quality and experience overall at another one, no matter where you are. Now, yes, and I know it's. Are
you the Big Mac?
And so it's important that we have the best and qualified ministers and that we're all trained at the same level, and that's very important. I didn't know some things. We have a nominating council, and what they do is when we have elections like we just had last week, that they're the ones that sit down and take all the applicants and put the videos together and the websites together. And we just had a vote. However, apparently we did not meet a quorum. So I believe the first time it's ever happened, so they're all trying to figure out what we do. And what that means is myself and Practitioner Bill Smith are delegates for our center to vote. And so only delegates are allowed to vote, and apparently not enough got online and voted. So they're not sure if it was a technical glitch or what. So what I do know is that Reverend Dr. Sonny Cantrell Smith is still our leader of the entire movement. Does everybody know that name? Raise your hand if you know that name. Okay, if you, I would get online. She's very inspiring and a great speaker. And so in the moment, she is still our leader. We heard from some business guys, our treasurer, our executive director. What I want to say about these two gentlemen are, they're very secular in what they do, money and business and treasurer, but they have such amazing consciousness and hearts. And, again, we talk about that all the time, and it's top down in this organization. It really is. And when we're talking about an international movement, it's important that we have the right people in the right places, and I'm telling you, we do. On top of that, there's like 27 different committees, teams, and task forces. So there's a lot going on. One of the messages that we heard from, particularly I took from Reverend Sonny, is that she recognized with everything going on in the world that people are hungry, they're longing for connection. And her talk was mostly about community. And that's going to be my main point of this talk, is one of the things that I received out of it, and I shared with Reverend Rachel, is they said there's a difference between a spiritual center having a community and a community that is spiritual, meaning community first. And so that kind of got me thinking about the way, of course, we do things. We're doing things here and now. And yes, we have a center, and at the same time, we're trying to build a community. We're trying to see ourselves, in my eyes, as part of the community and so forth. And what was very clear is the most successful centers are completely and utterly community. In other words, they're going to go do things that may not necessarily bring in people, but let people know there is a community that cares. So if they ever have a need, if they ever lose hope, whatever it may be that they go through, that we are here for them. And I know, looking in this audience, that every one of you is here because you have that connection to the community. It's not just, yes, you hear some inspiring talks, I hope, and you want to participate in the workshops and the classes and so forth, but it's about giving. It's about the bigger purpose of who we are. And we've been promoting, and now I hear it in your own words, the arise, our purpose, which is arise. And I think that's important because when we go out into the community to engage with those that are not members of our community or friends, it's arise is a pretty easy acronym to remember, and I hope that you've heard it enough, and I will continue to put it in there because it's who we are as a community, that it's something special to share. There's a lot of people who don't know what we know, and that's one of the things, again, some of the other ministers I was talking with is sometimes when we talk, we hear it up here all day long, and we forget that not everybody knows what we know, if that makes sense, right? And so you don't have to be a minister or practitioner. You know this stuff. I've seen your faces long enough, and you know it at the level you know it, which is perfect. Don't wait until you're perfect. It's perfect now. Before I even got into this movement, I was just learning about people like Wayne Dyer and Louise Hay, and I landed a job in the jail. I don't know if I've ever told this story. It was the most amazing experience in my life. And I was supposed to teach things like alcohol awareness and anger management, and I had just started discovering more depths of, again, Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay, and it was my wife who said, why don't you teach them some of that? And I was like, at the time, I was just like, let's just go. And it literally changed the dynamics of the jail in Las Vegas. Now, I didn't wait for myself to be perfect. And I see this now. Then it was just the eager Joe. And I'll tell you what allowed me to do that is during my training of being someone who was going to work in there, and when I say work in there, as in just like night programs, right? I wasn't a guard, and everybody thinks I was like a guard, but I wasn't. I just go in there and teach those classes. And so they took us on a tour, and in the low security tower, it was a room probably 5 times bigger than this, and it was just wide open, think of it like a huge cafeteria, and there were just hundreds of people standing around. That was their life. And my heart broke. It hurt. And then somebody started waving to them, and I'm thinking, my first thought is, and it was glass, there weren't bars, but it was like glass. My first thought is who are you waving to? It's like, they're not in a zoo. That's humanity on the other side of that glass. And, of course, somebody waved back, so they were entertained by the guests. But my heart hurt, and I'm thinking, wow. And this is, again, before I really knew about the movement, that this is real. There's people in there, and they're all wanting what I want. They just walked a different path. They lost hope. They were raised with trauma, and so on. And so it was such a joy to spread what I now know as science of mind with them. I taught 10 classes, and they all had 3-month waiting lists. And because I stopped teaching the finer things, and I taught them self-love and self-empowerment. And it wasn't because of me, I can tell you that. It was the message. It allowed them to forgive themselves. It allowed them to let go of some shame. Right? We talked about reputations. How do you think that went over in a jail room? But it went well. I waited till the right time, and there was a new guy that came in, and he did not like what I was saying, what we were reading out of Wayne Dyer, because it says, Wayne Dyer's message is, your reputation doesn't involve you at all. Other than your actions, by definition, your reputation is what others think about you. He did not like that. I'm in charge of my reputation. I'll tell you why. He says, when I was a kid, I was in grammar school, and I was playing with a truck, and somebody came over, and they took my truck. I went over, and I punched him in the face. I got my truck back, and that's how I live. And I'm going to remind you that this gentleman was in his 50s. And I politely and quietly said, well, thank you for letting us know why you're here. Now, everybody in the room had been there for a while, and they kind of chuckled because they were all there at the same time. And so by the end of the class, he asked me, finally hit him, what did you mean by telling you why you're here? And I explained to him. And then he was like, oh, boom. It was like every evening, lights going on. That's what our faith does for people. So I'm saying this because you don't have to wait for anything that we're doing as a center. You are a center of divine consciousness already. And I would say sometimes, as a matter of fact, one of the biggest lessons I got was I kept saying apparently, like, well, I'm not Wayne Dyer, but, and one of my, and I call them students, finally said, Joe, stop saying that. You're as good as Wayne Dyer to us because he's on a TV screen and you're here live saying the same thing. I was like, oh, that makes sense, okay. And we all do this. I'm sharing this because I know you do this. I know there are times when you want to share about this community and maybe you just don't know how, and that's something I think we need to work on. And it's not a pitch, right? It's, first of all, we have to be comfortable with ourselves, with who we are with ourselves, right? Because have you ever gone to a salesman who doesn't believe in their product? Or saleswoman, salesperson, right? You can tell right away. They're like, yeah, this is, the energy is completely different. But you are already that. And that is really, I think, the prominent message of CSL. There's nothing you have to do. It's stop thinking you're not. And that was probably the biggest message that continued to reverberate even amongst us ministers and practitioners and CSL members. We're all at different levels. Right? Most of us aren't there yet in the sense of truly, we're all embodying it, what? As Ernest Holmes says, to the best of our ability. And that's all we can do. So let us celebrate that. And when you see somebody hurting, hear of somebody, mention us. We have great people here to pray and to help, and that is what we're also growing into. They are hungry for longing, connection, and love. Now, something really cool I want to share with you, and please keep track. I want to stick to 20 minutes, so. When did I start? All right, I want to keep it succinct because I want to keep it, I guess, powerful. So, we are obviously part of the New Thought movement. That would be the spiritual, religious, we don't really like using that word, but umbrella that we are under. It would be science of mind, divine science, Christian Science, unity. I don't know if the Unitarians fall under that. Let me find. Association for Global New Thought, Affiliated New Thought Network, International New Thought Alliance, Agape. What was the other one? No, I said that. The Life Living Better.
International New Thought Alliance?
No, living. Here it is. For Centers for Better, Universal Foundation for Better Living. Why do I mention all those? Because we're moving in a great direction. So the head of Unity spoke at our convention. Great guy who apparently got people thought I was him. We had, we're big and bald. But he and Reverend Dr. Sonny Cantrell made the announcement that we are all joining under one umbrella. So there is now a website that is live called anawakenedpath.org. We will get that out to you, anawakenedpath.org. The idea is, look, we're all after, that's horrible to say, we are all speaking to and serving more or less the same people in different ways. And so why don't we just let them, in essence, know who we are, pool our money, our resources, our time, our talent, and so forth, have one international global marketing program, and then people will find where they want to go, and that's perfect. That's what we want. And so we are all stoked, big time. One of the other things that's going to allow, and they're working on parts of this, are courses available and free courses for anybody to take, so you can kind of get a dip your toe in, so to speak. Oh, what do they believe, and what are their thoughts, and how do they celebrate, and so on. And as a minister, they're working on now credentials so that it's across the board. What's the word I'm looking for? Aligned. So, in other words, when you now get trained, I could go to and serve in a Unity establishment or one of the other ones. And they could also would be trained to speak in CSL. And I think that's a beautiful thing because, again, it's the message. It's the message of love broken up into different ways. And so that was very exciting to hear. That what I hear in my mind is we talked about separation, that we're no longer seeing ourselves as separate, but as one, and hopefully we model that. And unity, use the idea because CSL, back when we were religious science, international and united, and we came together, well, that sparked apparently international interest of how that could happen, because I didn't know this, but apparently unity was also in multiple parts, foundations. And so they came together because they watch us do it as a movement. Again, as a global movement. So the other part, I'm just going to end on the highlight. We got to be a part of watching 5 people receive their honorary doctorate. Well, there were 7 total. 2 were I'm referring to no, not emeritus. Broke it up. Not emeritus. One is based on your work. The other one, I want to say oh my gosh, I can't think of the word. There's 2 types of doctorals. So anyway, we had watched 7 people receive their doctoral hoods. It was very cool, including somewhat local Las Vegas, now Reverend Dr. Stacy Hilton received her doctoral. So very cool. That's very exciting. We honored those that have passed. We sang a lot. There was some artistic activities. And one of the, in my opinion, one of the best talks they saved for last, which was Sunshine Day, now Reverend Dr. Sunshine Day. And I don't know if you know who she is, but she just says that she is. And when they read for her, when they were presenting her doctoral, the amount of service that this amazing person put in, I mean, there must have been 10 different full programs. Part of teaching the Los Angeles Police Department on diversity. We have amazing people leading us. I just want you to know that. And one of the things she checked into, which when you get a room full of ministers go, that usually means you said something that was like, And she was talking about this idea, how we talk a lot of spiritual talk, yet we're still, in essence, seeing ourselves as separate. And she brought up the idea like when we talk about ego, as if that's something separate from who we are. And our activities, or anytime we mention them or they, in essence, of not being of one. And it was a beautiful speech, absolute standing ovation. And I want to stay tuned to. I know they're working on it, so everything was recorded, and they were going to get that out. So as soon as I hear something, we'll put something out for that for sure. Yeah, some just amazing people. And then Rachel, who was the last night? I'm blanking on her name. Yeah, okay. The flashy gold. I can't believe I'm not remembering her name. Yeah. So so one of the things I got out of a lot of, first of all, we've offered many, many classes so far here, and we average like 2, 3. So the message that we're receiving is maybe classes aren't the way to go. So we are, one of the things we're going to do is be shifting to more workshops. One of the benefits of that is we could do those in person right after service, so that I think that will help bring a greater sense of community. And Rachel and I have many, many, many new thoughts in our minds, and I just want you to know, I believe firmly, Cynthia James, yes, thank you. She has a wonderful book out as well. But I want you to know that I believe in our core council. I believe in our leadership team, which is core council and practitioners. I believe that we are in the right perfect place at the right perfect time. I am just honored and blessed just to be here. I am saying this from my heart that I, as the great I, am trusting that I will be here full-time at the perfect place. I'm not making any promises, but I promise you, as soon as that door opens, I will be here. I have a feeling at this point it's not going to be an education, which I'm okay with. I've done that for 27 years. So I'm looking at all avenues and others. So I appreciate your patience. You deserve a full-time minister, meaning to meet every week. Now, that being said, we need your help with that. Because if we're going to grow into the community that we talk about in our mission, when we serve young adults and families and children and all that, we need more assistance. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you politely to see what maybe you can give, whether it's time, talent, or skills. I'm missing time, talent, treasure. Thank you. Money. And we're going to hear more about that in a little bit. So I love you. Thank you. And I am always available to you for comments. You can email me anytime, for prayer anytime. I am just so grateful. Thank you. Yep, well, I wanted to. Sure. Let's stand up and practice our affirmation. Well, that happened, so let me get out of your way. So today I show up authentically open to love and transformation. You know how we do this. We're going to practice a couple times here. So 3, 2, 1. Today I show up authentically open to love and transformation. All right, shake it out. Let's take a big breath in. 3, 2, 1. Today I show up authentically open to love and transformation. And so it is. And what I am affirming, please be seated. I'm affirming, and join me in affirming that I, because there is only one, I, expressing through the many, our divine wholeness right here, right now. I know that Spirit is complete and yet expressing itself in, as, and through all of our circumstances, all of what's happening, everything that's showing up, in through us, in through everyone we meet, through the globe, nature itself. It's all of God, of Spirit. It is one. And I am so grateful to recognize that I am a center of divine consciousness. I am awareness, being aware through this unique personality called Joe. And I know that each one is doing the same with who they are. What an opportunity. What an opportunity to just peer into infiniteness through who we are and know that it's no matter what, all good. Now, in this reality we're living, we call it being human, yet we are in no way less than whole and perfect. We are unconditional love being expressed. And I am grateful to have this awareness for myself, and so that therefore the physical eyes and the spiritual eyes that I see, everyone else is the same. It is God in disguise. But I know the truth, that they are unconditional love. And so I'm grateful for this community that amplifies this unconditional love and allows it to vibrate out a frequency of love into the community, knowing that it affects them in a positive way. This message of love heals. It offers hope, wholeness. When we do this courageously, we do this authentically, we do this together as a community, and so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Joe. It's good to hear all that news. Some good news in there. This song kind of fits. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones, we are, we are. We are the ones, we are, we are. I've been feeling like I can't make a difference. Been feeling like there ain't no use. Feeling tired and a little unconscious, coming up with every kind of excuse. Till I realize it's not all up to me. When we join together, we shape our destiny. To share a world where we are living as one. It can be, it shall be, it will be done. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones, we are, we are. We are the ones, we are, we are. No one else is gonna make the changes. No savior gonna drop from the sky. Nothing left to do but wake up, 'cause it's really up to you and I to take each one step at a time. Stand together with your hand in mine. Then we will see a world we've been dreaming about. We need it now, the time is now, there ain't no doubt. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones, we are, we are. We are the ones, we are, we are. We are the ones, we are, we are. We are the ones.
Ellen, we are the ones. We are the ones that understand the law of circulation, abundance, and prosperity. So we give from our hearts. I don't want to block any of them. So these are obviously the ways that we can give. I'm guessing that you are familiar with that. So snap it if you need it as giving and receiving. So we have the affirmation cards on our giving table. If you would like to walk over there at any point, even if you, because I know many of you give online, and thank you in advance. But you still are invited to take an affirmation card and practice it, and then pass that along. It's always a good conversation starter, and helping people find more hope when they feel stuck or separate from one another. I believe we have our affirmation. Yes, our offering affirmation. You know what? I'm feeling like we need to stand a little bit. Let us, if you would like to, if you are able to. Everybody can see? Yes. I'm trying to, okay. And here we go. I am overflowing with love and abundance. I give from the source of my being, which is rich and unlimited. With joy and excitement, I share from this overflow. In return, the universe gives back to me in infinite ways, channels, and means, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to have a little instrumental from, or are you doing instrumental, or are you doing in? Yes, I'm blessed. That's what I thought. Okay.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so
Join me. I'm going to put one hand over my heart, one hand off, knowing that this is the presence of divinity flowing, and we are grateful. I am grateful in this moment, recognizing that this center is a channel of divine prosperity, love, and joy. We are grateful for those that have offered in any way, shape, or form. We know and affirm that this money does good and only good for our center, for our home office who we tithe to, as well as local community nonprofits. We are grateful for this community and know that it is love in action, and so it is. Thank you, Charles, our treasurer. And what I will say one more time before our closing song is, if you have anything heavy on your heart, please see one of our practitioners. We will be happy, or myself or Reverend Rachel, we will be happy to pray for you. We are going to have a brief time period after service before our meeting. It's important that as many of you that are members can stay, please, because we have to have meet a certain amount of people, correct? Yes. I have a quorum. And we have food and refreshments for you that are put on by Diane and Sherry. So,
We'd love people who are not members to stay as well.
yes, absolutely, that's true. Yeah, we're gonna hear some updates from our center specifically. All right, so closing song time. Let us join in a circle, shall we? Do our best to do so. Included.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, loved ones all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth.
Namaste, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for being here online. Mwah.